A proud moment for Mpumalanga. 86.5% in 2025. This is an increase from last year. Of course, joining me now is the MEC of Education, Ms. Lindi Masina, who speaks about the issue of 90%. MEC, thank you so much, and I'm sorry for keeping you waiting this long, but thank you so much for your time and for joining us this morning. You did say that 90% was the target, however, that has not changed. Can you speak to us more about that, and what more are you going to be doing to ensure that the 48 other schools that do not perform well do well even this year?
Thank you very much, and greetings to our listeners at home. I think we are very much happy today to be announcing these results as Mpumalanga. Like you have already alluded, that we are from 84.99% with an improvement of 1.5%. We are very much excited. However, we must note that the Premier gave us a target of 90%. Unfortunately, we could not reach our target. At least we were short of 3.45%. However, that target still remains as a result. So we are going to make sure that we're starting as early as tomorrow when the school reopens, that all classes at the very first period, every learner is in class, every teacher is in class, teaching and learning is taking place. And of course, there are about 40-something schools that have not performed very well, because in terms of our principle as a department, anything that performs below 80% is a poor performance. So we're going to focus on those schools starting as early as tomorrow, visiting some of those schools, giving them support, because we feel that we cannot, fight with them, but we also need to give them support where they may need support, because it's very much necessary for all schools to be supported. As a department, we can safely say that as from tomorrow, schools are expected to be starting, because we have provided all the support that is necessary. Their stationaries have been delivered, textbooks has been delivered, so there's nothing stopping them from starting teaching and learning as early as tomorrow.
MEC, I'm sure you've heard that several roads have been washed away. Of course, this might just hinder the progress, especially that you want to see happening tomorrow. What is the message also to communities, especially we do know that rural Mpumalanga, in some areas there's no roads, there's no electricity or water. Protests erupt every now and again and schools get closed. Maybe a message to those communities in terms of disrupting teaching and learning.
Indeed, it's very much critical. Education is everybody's business. If our parents, our communities can make sure that we support education, because it is our firm belief that if we can get our education right, everything will be right. Our economy, our health, and just about everything. So it's very much important that our community does support education. Make sure that we do not disrupt our classes. Our parents, our community, don't make sure if kuna problem kamaspala, you go and disrupt school. Please allow our learners and our teachers to continue with learning and teaching, so that at least we achieve what we want to achieve. So what we are going to request that as we are experiencing challenges in terms of our roads, as we speak today, MEC for Roads and Transport could not come because he wanted to attend some of the roads. We are attending the roads through the Department of Public Works and Transport. So where we will be experiencing challenge, we request our communities to be patient with us. We are going to make sure that those roads are taken care of through the department, as I indicated. But we are, of course, that we want that our learning not to be disrupted tomorrow.
Last question, MEC. Sorry again for keeping you waiting. I see a card behind us. Maybe an encouragement to 2026 class of Matric. What do they get, especially if you're an overall learner?
An overall learner from the past few years will get a car, a full bursary, and all goodies from other partners that are partnering with us. There is a car indeed that is going to be obtained by one of our best learners, which we want to encourage all our learners to work towards getting this car. You can all get this car. If you can all be number ones, what can stop us from buying those cars for all our learners? Only if you all become number ones and get 100%, we'll be very much encouraged. I know that will be very much exorbitant, but I think the Premier and all our stakeholders, we can make sure that we make available all those cars for all learners that will perform to that outstanding.
Thank you very much, MEC Mxolisi. As you have heard, the MEC of Education in Mpumalanga MEC Lindi Masina. A proud moment, of course, for her and her department, and of course the teachers and the principals that we are hearing or seeing in this hall at this present moment. Of course, the overall winner will walk away with this car that is right behind me. Of course, we are still here monitoring, and of course later on we will speak to the learners, the proud learners and their parents, and some of their teachers on the hard work that they put in.